So I sent you this link that asked you to name each polynomial based on its degree and number of terms. And you had some questions show up, such as what is a polynomial, what is a degree. Okay? So let me do the best I can to give you a couple definitions. Polynomial. Has many terms. Like a polygon, it has a lot of sides, right? Could have 3 sides, could have 4 sides, could have 5 sides.
Could have 20 sides.
Okay, means many. Usually, they are of the same variable. And they are typically written from highest power to lowest. Not always, but typically that's how we write our polynomials. So for example, here is a polynomial. 4x to the third minus 7x plus 5. That would be a polynomial. It has 3 terms, here, here, and here. Okay? Each term is a product of both a coefficient and a variable term. So 4x cubed is my first term. Negative 7x is my next term. Positive 5 is my last term. Okay? I wrote it from the highest power down to the lowest power. Okay? I mean, I could write polynomials all day. We just got done working with a whole bunch of polynomials that look like this, right? Negative 2x squared plus 4x minus 8. Okay? 7x plus 1. Negative 4x to the 4th plus 9x. Okay, those are all examples of polynomials. They can have any number of terms in them. Okay, so a polynomial has many terms. They usually consist of the same variable within there, and they're written from highest power down to lowest power. Okay? So every single one of these, that's a polynomial, that's a polynomial, these are all polynomials. Okay? So that should answer that question. Okay? The degree, okay? The degree,
Can you go back and I can just
and not right now, but I will.
take a
Yeah.
picture?
Okay? Go back. Take a video.
Thank you.
Okay. The degree is, I wrote it over here for the other class in a couple different ways. Basically, it's the highest exponent you see on the variables. Okay? It's the highest exponent that you see on the variable. And then they will all have special names. Let me go over that real quick. So on number 1 here, this says negative 10x. That has a degree of 1, because really there's a little 1 on the exponent of the x. So this one would have a degree of 1. This one would have a degree of 4 because I see variables, but it's the highest power that I see. So this term is r to the 4th. That term is r to the 2nd. The highest exponent you see is the degree. So this one has a degree of 4. This one actually has a degree of 0, Because there's like an x to the 0th back here. You don't write it, but it's like there's an x to the 0th back there. Because x to the 0th is really equal to 1. So this has a degree of 0. This has a degree of 6, 2, 3, 1, 3. Everybody understands degree now, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, now they have names. If the degree is 0, we call it a constant. If the degree is 1, we call it linear. If the degree is 2, like all the questions on your test, we call it quadratic. Couple more, just for fun. If the degree is 3, we call it cubic. 4, we call it quartic. 5, we'll call it quintic. I'm sure there's names for higher powers or higher degrees. I'm not going to get into that. If something has a degree of 8, okay, just say it has a degree of 8.
Very patron-like.
So on the assignment, would you want us to write like linear?
You will, yep, and I'll get to that here in just a second. Okay? So based on the degree, you will give them names. Alright? And then, based on the number of terms, you will also give them names. If there's only one term, it's called a monomial. 2 is a binomial. 3 is a trinomial. Anything more than that, you can just say, hey, it has 5 terms. Hey, it has 7 terms. Hey, it has 12 terms. Okay? I'm sorry I'm rushing right now. I'll come back to this. Okay? But name each polynomial by degree and number of terms. The degree is 1, so it's linear. There's only one term, so it's a monomial. The way you would answer problem number 1 here is linear monomial, because the degree is 1, and there's only one term.
So what would you say for number 4?
Okay, let me get one more here and then I'll do 4. What's the degree?
Quadratic.
4, so what name did I say for 4? Quartic. And then how many terms?
Binomial.
There's 2 terms, right?
Oh.
That's a term, that's a term. There's 2 terms, so it's a binomial, so my answer would be quartic binomial. Okay? Quartic binomial. If it has a degree of 6, if it has a degree of 6, just say it has a degree of 6. You don't need to go look up the name for that. If it has 1, 2, 3, 4, if it has 5 terms, just say it has 5 terms. You don't need to go look up the name for that. Okay? So if I didn't put the name on there, if I didn't give it a name here, you can just say the degree is 10, it has 8 terms, or something like that. Yes?
For the degree, you want us to name like, no, like for that, you want us to name all the way like the cubic to the third one?
You can use any of these names you can use. Yep. Yep. Alright. So please for tomorrow, guys. Do 1 through 8. Okay? 1 through 8.